Hello.
Hey, people always ask me, Officer Jensen, how do I fix a door? Well, I don't know how to fix a door. My name's not Officer Jensen. My name's Officer...
They got tactical twinks on the force now.
Welcome back, my friends. If you're new here, I am Lance. If you're returning, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to check out a little bit something different by a channel called The Duck. It's called The Best and Worst Trends of 2025. Now, I remember there was a few trends that were pretty big last year. If I remember, I think it was like the Stanley Cup. I know that was a big deal. Was that 2023? This is 20. Oh, what is that? 2024. Anyway, I remember Labubu for definitely.
You guys heard of the Labubu toys?
Yes, I am.
The viral Labubu doll.
They look like that thing from Star Wars.
They're called Mischievous Forest Elf, and they live in the land of the monsters.
Got it.
Some people are making the connection that Labubu and the way it looks and sounds just like this king of the demons from the Babylonian era called Pazuzu. It's basically this whole play on Pazuzu, who's the king of the demons, and then you have Labubu, who has a lot of features that look like Pazuzu.
Have you seen the Simpsons connection?
Yeah, basically he ordered it on like Amazon or something, came in as Pazuzu.
Thought it was pizza.
Gave it to the baby as like a toy.
You'll be here in the dark with Pazuzu.
The baby was demon possessed.
That's a weird connection.
I am Pazuzu.
Yeah, this was like 7 years ago too that this came out.
But I'm curious of what other trends I might recognize on here too. So I thought this would be kind of fun, something like kind of lighthearted, and I don't have to do a bunch of heavy editing.
Move this man! No!
So let's go ahead. I'll leave the link for The Duck down below. Let's hear it. And let's check out what was 2025 biggest, the best, and worst trends. Are we recording, by the way? Yeah, we are recording. Okay, I want to make sure.
How high are you?
Hi, how are you? This guy was so friendly, babe.
Blow into this?
Hey, is that a breathalyzer?
No.
2025. It's that time of the year already. This year was also a blur, but I also have 30 things written down at the same time. I feel like I'm forgetting stuff. There was so much shit that happened. We're gonna be ranking all these from S to F tier, and let's just jump right in.
Okay.
The blue shirt guy dancing are assumptions. And now I can't even lie, the audio is just peak. It's gotta get S tier. Like, I'm just floating every time I listen to it. Like, sometimes it can hurt your career if music goes viral on TikTok. But look, bro, the world needed to hear this. This is too much of a banger. And then the video as well, it was just bound to blow up. I mean, how do you explain this to somebody? And on top of that, he is the whole crowd moving with him. I would just be hating if I didn't give this an S tier.
Whoa. Blue shirt guy. Wait a minute, what the are you talking about? Do we have to do, look, I'm a reaction channel, not a research over here. Blue, what was the name of that again? Blue shirt.
The blue shirt guy dance.
Blue shirt guy. Blue shirt. Okay. What is this bullshit we're talking about today? Blue shirt guy. What? And then you're not going to even give a clip of context, sir. Blue shirt guy dancing. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I gotta look.
Okay.
This was trending? What? This is what you call S tier? Leave me in the comments, you guys, if I'm missing something. Because I don't understand how this is S tier. Bruh. Okay, we're not starting off very good already. Okay, let's just, okay, I'm glad I'm doing research. Blue shirt guy dancing. This is it? This is it? This is what you consider S tier? Oh, the rest of this is gonna be shite. Oh, shit. The fuck will we start? What the fuck did we get ourselves into here? This man just said this is S tier shit. This is, you heard that right? This little cartoon duck said this is S tier shit. This is S tier.
How do you explain the meme depression and the meme rush of September? Okay, this is a stupid entry, but this was a sad and happy day for the unemployed. And the meme depression, it was a period of 2 weeks, which was very upsetting for the unemployed. What were they gonna watch? They had to go outside. There was no new memes being produced. But yeah, people just made jokes about how there was no new content throughout the first couple of weeks of March. And that's really how this whole thing spawned in. But for the great meme rush, there were just so many memes that just died after a couple of days. But now for the meme rush of September, it's the complete opposite. There were just way too many memes spawning in literally every couple of days. There was a new meme. Like, I literally saw one every day at this point. Like Homelander blowing air, and then the Toter SpongeBob, and then the W Speed. Bro, there was just way too many. It just felt like as soon as a meme went up, it died. But this is definitely something I've been seeing recently, at least on my For You page. There's just been a bunch of movie clips being turned into memes. Like, for example, a character will say some, like, stupid catchphrase, like, burrito torpedo, and it will turn into a meme. Yeah, that's actually a meme for some people. And then I saw another movie clip about this kid who was gonna go out swinging, and he has chicken stars, or whatever.
Chicken stars!
And then people are saying to keep these movie clips niche, which honestly, yeah, it should stay niche. You could keep that, I can't lie. I'll give the great meme depression an A tier because low-key, I think it's clever that people turned having no memes into a meme itself and like a big trend on TikTok. And then the great meme rush, I'll give a C tier. The movie clips low-key sold the ranking on this one. It just feels like everybody wants a niche meme that they created or made go viral. The Mike's Way trend. My heart goes out to all Jersey Mike's workers who had to put up with this. Oof.
What?
The trend was basically how freaky could someone explain the term Mike's Way? Because it's a really vague term. Like, I remember going into Jersey Mike's, it was about, I think, January. And it was my first time getting, I think it was the original Italian. Like, yo, that shit was heat. And the guy asked, do you want it Mike's way? And I just thought about it, and I'm like, wait, what? Yo, this shit sounds crazy out of context. Obviously, it was before the trend, and I wouldn't have said that freak-ass shit, bro, in front of my friends. Like, I'm good, bro. I'm not saying all that. But 5 months later, this became a trend, and people would answer with the craziest shit known to man when asked if they wanted their sandwich done Mike's way. I think this trend is pretty much dead, though. There is no way people still do this in the big November. But I guess as an example, if someone would say, I want Mike to penetrate real deep inside my sandwich or something. Okay, I think someone just walked by. And then they also would add in the fact that they need the special sauce within the sandwich. And they would always say it in the most freak way possible. So you could just imagine how that goes. We'll give it a D tier.
That's a D tier.
Yeah, these people got called out like crazy.
That's a more entertaining. That should be fucking S tier compared to that fucking blue guy. You know, I'm not gonna give that up. I already see a trend on this. I'm gonna keep harping on that fucking blue shirt bullshit.
2025 because they would just meet ride trends. Anything that was quote unquote trendy, they made into an aesthetic. And what these guys will do is put on a performance for the women. They just do this all for girls, not because it's what they actually like and their interests, which it sounds insane, but I don't know, you would be surprised. They're the type of dude to drink matcha just for the girls, like just to get some women around them at the cafe. But the problem is people just do this shit for attention. Hence why it's called performative male. They're putting on a performance. Well, I guess this stuff just happened to be like really popular right now, like matcha and Labubu's and all this other stuff, so it just became performative. I don't know why that is, but I'm just the messenger. I'm not the one who started the trend. Like, you're better off just being your authentic self and showing your true interests instead of sitting there like, hey girl, I love that Labubu. I got one too, actually. You know, I just really love Labubu, so you know. Okay, I'm going.
And matcha.
All right, this is getting like a B tier. Again, nothing against you if you have any of these interests. It's just some people around you are posing. They're fakes. So, you know, they gotta get called out. You know, there's probably performative people within every interest. Next, we have Clanker. People made a whole joke slur about AI robots. I made a whole video about the AI takeover in 2025. And the term Clanker even made it to the news, which I've mentioned in another video.
Clanker,
people
what?
would film themselves calling lunch delivery bots a clanker. That's pretty much it. And then people would call me a clanker, saying that I'm AI. Like, how am I AI? AI would not be able to make these videos. You know, I hate AI as much as the next guy, but I'm not gonna lie and sit here and say I never will use ChatGPT in my life. That shit has been so clutch this year. But the whole clanker trend started is because people don't want to be replaced by AI, which, of course, that I don't want to be replaced by a bot.
No.
I mean, there's always going to be a market for authentic stuff. AI is just going to flood it with just dog shit slop. And people would also mention...
I've noticed a huge influx of AI content.
Bots that they wouldn't call a clanker. Like Rob from Nintendo, Wally, bot from Team Umizoomi. I could think of a bunch off the top of my head. You know what, we gotta give this, we'll give this a B tier. I mean, AI hate is good for my career. So, you know, I can't rank this low. I'm sorry, I can't. Like, I'm not trying to have an AI duck replace me. Like, I'm good. Or else dead internet theory is gonna be true, which is the next trend we gotta talk about. Early in the year, there were a lot of people claiming that dead internet theory is real, or it has to be real. And there were a lot of comments going viral that contributed to dead internet theory being real, whether it was written by a human or not. And the theory is basically that there's more robots than humans online. Now, with the amount of bots I've seen on YouTube where they just spam emojis or they have like the badass BBLs, the profile picture, I mean, it's not out of the picture. It's definitely a possibility. Or at the very least, we're trending in that direction. And people basically just turned it into a meme because of all the stupid comments being left on some videos. That's how dumb comments tie with like the whole dead internet theory. Like, the comments appear so stupid that you could think a robot wrote it. I mean, who knows? It could have been a robot, because there's no way you're telling me a real person wrote this. I won't tell you about another face for a short time. Wear this one, and neither will it. From here, you can hear the roar of guts.
Bro, what the f is you even talking?
You can't tell me these are real people. We're getting to the point where there's bots on there. We gotta give this an A tier. I thought the comments were pretty funny. Mango and Mustard, the dynamic duo of brain rot. Yeah, this should have been in my video last year. People just revived these memes and made them into an absolute lobotomy video within the middle of the year. Any point within a video where someone says the word mango or mustard, that's it. It's just turned into like a flashbang. The only reason this came back is to make fun of people who still say it in 2025. We gotta give that shit a D tier. It just did irreversible damage to my eyes. Like, imagine you're just doom scrolling wherever, and then you just get flashbanged by the shit. That's not a way I want to go out. I would just instantly scroll because I'm not trying to go on the IR because I saw a mustard and mango video. Like, no joke, that shit can actually give you a seizure. Moonbeam ice cream. Okay, I heard about this trend really late for some reason. And I
pause. Oh. Well, I paused at a good sound right here. It's all sweaty and looking very sexy. That's that new singer, right? Benny. Benny and the Jets. What the fuck was I talking about? This guy threw me off guard with this shit. But what's with these fucking stupid trends? They're all fucking dumb. What the fuck is kind of? See, you new generation, you Zoomers, man, don't have really good shit. Gen X had better trends than this. God damn. Mango mustard? What the fuck kind of... It's like hearing that stupid 6'7". 6'7". At first I thought they were just trying to like promote Wheezy's song 6'7". 6 foot, 7 foot. That's what I thought people were. It's like, oh, they're really like showing their love for Wheezy, but no, it's just some stupid trend some kids made up. But they're not.
Only heard about Benson Boone up until this year. Like, dog, I listened to Osama-san. Do you really think I'm gonna be tapped in with all of Benson Boone's bangers? Like, hell no. Not really familiar with the Benson Boone catalog, but he did have a song called Moonbeam Ice Cream. I mean, it was a coworker hit, I can't lie. It just sounds like something your coworker would put on a summer drive. So I guess Crumble saw that Benson Boone was popping off this year and decided to collab with him through the Moonbeam Ice Cream cookie. That shit was created, and I don't know, it just exploded after that. Trend just blew up. And a lot of people are curious, what the hell does Moonbeam ice cream even taste like? I mean, to be fair, I'm a little bit curious about that. I mean, I don't really have a strong opinion about this trend, to be honest. I'll give it like a C tier. Coworker music. Another trend that's been blowing up this year.
I've heard about this coworker music now. I've heard the coworker. Benson Boone. Benson. I said Benny Boone. Benson. Now, that's an old sounding name. Who names anybody named Benson anymore? That's like if you were born in the 50s, the 30s, Benson. It's like that old 70s and 80s show I remember. Who was it, Benson? I can't remember who was the actor for that, Benson. But you don't hear no young guys named this day. They're like, you know, Travis or Mike or Justin or Chad. But Benson and Abraham and Jebediah, you don't hear that bullshit. Unless you're in the, you know, Amish country.
Kind of relates to what I just talked about, but this specific genre of coworker music is so atrocious that it just needs to be its own segment in the video. TikTok and Instagram Reels music needs to be studied in a lab.
Hey, little bitch, dick, pussy ass, pig shit, booger fucking titty sucking, mother licking butt zit.
Okay, there's some coworker music that's just so unbearable.
Oh, is that
like
what that
I just played, that I can't even listen to it. I can't finish the full clip. But yeah, there's an example. All right, some of it's just so buns, it just blew up. Which, to be fair, it's like a hack to blow up on Instagram at this point. No one's really gonna stick around. So, is it really worth it? It gets you attention at first, yes, but this is like the worst way to grow as an artist. We got to give this an F tier. Abbreviations, TSPMO, and whatever the hell. Like people change the meaning of TS to this when it's this shit. So yeah, the abbreviation, it was popular before TikTok, but it just lost its meaning because it just became brain rot. There was one point though throughout the year where everything was an abbreviation. Like I get it, like we're trying to get our point across as fast as possible. You know, I'm not trying to write an essay, but there's no way you want me to abbreviate twin to TWN, bro. Like, come on. It might save you some time, but autocorrect might screw you over. So in the end, it might not even end up saving you time because of that. Cave diving. Now the memes carry this trend. I can't even lie. Now it's not just ordinary cave diving where you just jump in a regular cave with the right amount of space and you're just walking through. No. These people will fit themselves into crevices, like the tiniest little crevices, and post their journeys on social media. And I genuinely do not get this trend. What are you finding in that little ass hole? Like you're willing to just dive in there. Not really dive, crawl in there. And then they're stuck in this little crevice as they're vlogging. Sometimes they're like barely above water. Their head is like slightly above the water. Like how are you just chilling in this state? Like I don't get it, bro. Like I really don't. You're just talking to the camera like it's normal. But I'm gonna be honest, the memes were probably the best part about this trend. Seeing those videos, I don't know, it was low-key disturbing because I would never be able to dive in a little crevice like that. Like I wouldn't even be interested in a vlog like that where some guy's like damn near suffocating in a cave. So don't do this. Don't try this. Obviously no shit, but YouTube's gonna say I'm encouraging it only because I'm talking about it. Not that I hated the memes or anything. I thought they were pretty funny, but the videos were just too disturbing to watch, bro. D tier. Aura farming. Now this became a trend earlier in the year where people would drop a piece of paper, then they would have someone else walking by pick it up for them, and then as they were giving them the piece of paper, they would give them their autograph, acting like they're asking for a signature from a big baller celebrity. Also, the term was just going viral around the time, so people would just aura farm in the most random situations of all time. Like, obviously, no one is being harmed by this trend, but you're making yourself look... Okay, I don't even know how to describe it. You're just making yourself look like a Temu Duke Dennis. Like, you are not Playboy Cardi, little bro. But if you want to spend your life imitating Cardi, Duke Dennis, or you walk into the room like Piccolo, you know what? You do you. But I'm giving aura farming a C tier. The discussion of who the best aura farmer was really carried this trend. Unemployment. Now, there was a part of the year where people would censor the word job, shower. Obviously, it was a complete troll. Everyone just treated it as like a joke slur. And if you uttered such words, people would tell you that it's offensive, it's a trigger word. And it made sense because it was only said by those who got the joke and were unemployed and online. So it really came full circle there. So we'll give it an A tier. Around this time, I was a heavy doom scroller, so maybe I'm just being biased. Google VO and Sora AI. Now, used to make fun of how dog shit AI was. Now look where we are 2 years later. And there are these clips of like Bigfoot vlogging and cartoon characters being in some like random ass scenario just all over the internet because of Google VO and Sora AI. Like Like, I can tell a little bit, like, in terms of the voices. But, like, the first time I encountered a Sora video, I thought it was real. Like, I'm getting scammed I'm getting scammed when I'm older, bro. It's over. You know what? I'm gonna be honest, the videos were funny as hell that people were dropping. But I tried using Sora AI, and that shit is buns. That shit is garbage. I can't even use cartoon characters because of, like, copyright. So we'll have to settle on a B tier. Next, we have the most worth of the year. 100 men versus 1 gorilla. Now, this wasn't really in the spotlight for too long. Like, once everyone discussed this debate,
for an
it kind
hour?
of just rode off into the sunset, and no one ever talked about it again. I thought I'd at least mention it. 100 humans are winning, no doubt. And we're gonna have to give it, I'll give it like a B tier. Now, next for the longest lasting trend, pause. We have 6-7. It just kept getting more and more mainstream. I just had to mention it. All right, I've talked about it so many times, but it has to be included in this video because I won't be seeing the number 67 the same ever again. I'm just gonna be reminded of this video even like years later, like when this isn't really trending anymore, and you're just gonna be looked at like an alien when you say it. Not even just the number 67, 6 or 7 used combined. Like this shit is so widespread and mainstream. It's a national phenom at this point. And it's not even because it was funny. Everyone was just ironically saying it as a troll, and it just blew up. No one found it funny initially, and now everyone just ironically says it. Even in college classrooms, you would definitely be surprised. I've even been 6-7 drive-by'd in real life. I've been 6-7 sniped. Like someone will just hit me with that shit out of nowhere. And then I just tweaked. I thought it was coming from someone's phone, but no, this shit was in real life. This dude drove by me and said, 6-7, 6-7. And then I had to reply, of course, with 41, 4.
What the
4 what? Okay, I just kept it pushing. I did not say shit to this dude. I didn't realize that we were in real life. I just tweaked and thought someone around me was watching TikTok. Okay, this trend was okay. I'll give it like a C tier. Sometimes it just got annoying. Ashton Hall. So much shit has happened. This feels like a throwback. Remember this guy recorded his morning routine and that shit just blew up. And it consisted of wiping banana peels on his face, diving midair and staying in the air for minutes at a time, and then promoting Saratoga water. And then people would just basically meme his videos. Like, it was obviously all jokes, so I'll give it like an A tier. Current day, he's just been running, and people just troll.
Like, no, that was ridiculous. Everyone memed him. Even Donut Daddy even did a meme
about Speed beating him in a race. Crazy Cattle 3D. It was this game that blew up on the internet earlier this year where the whole premise is you knock other sheep down. You know, the graphics were simple, a little bit janky, but it got the job done. This is the type of shit I would play in Business 101, bro. This is hard, S tier. You know, it just makes the lecture go by a little bit faster. Shout out Crazy Cattle 3D. Next, we have the product that took over the entire market this year. That had everybody fiending, drooling. Okay,
is it Labubu?
Labubu's. Okay, not everyone was feeding for these, but these were the most overrated product of the year. I think we can all agree on that. Even if you think this disgusting, gremlin-looking thing is the greatest product alive, you can at least agree that this is the most overhyped product of the year. You had grown-ass men with like a wife and child screaming over these. Like, it can't be that good, right? People were trying to scalp and resell them as well. It was insane. We gotta give it an F tier. Matcha and Dubai chocolate. Now, I've never tried Dubai chocolate, so I can't really speak on it. So we'll give it a C tier. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know why that shit blew up and became a trend in 2025. Same with matcha. I don't know how matcha is getting roped in with Labubu's and Dubai chocolate. Matcha will give a B tier. Not my go-to drink, but that was decent. But it does have a lot of health benefits. Next, we have Italian brain rot. Current day, it's making a comeback. Like, I've been hearing this angelic-ass Tung Tung Sahur song in the background of videos, just randomly. This shit was all over the internet in 2025. Like, even my fetus cousins probably know about this shit. Okay, maybe I didn't. They're probably still on Coco Melon, but still though, this shit was widespread, and it's still going as of October 2025. Like, I'm still seeing AI videos of Tung Tung Sahur getting pulled over. I'll give it like a C tier. Chicken Jockey. I don't even want to talk about this. It just feels that
Chicken Jockey.
Okay, but anyway, people would basically scream Chicken Jockey when it was played in the Minecraft movie. And that's it. The whole theater would erupt, popcorn would be flying everywhere, even toilet paper. And then guess who had to clean it up after? The poor employees who don't get paid for this shit. If I had to clean that bullshit up, bro, you bet your ass I'm quitting. This is getting an F tier. The F students are inventors. This one is low-key a relic as well. So in the background of these videos, you had this guy, King Azule, who would just say the F students are inventors. They're so creative. You would just glaze the fuck out of F students. Basically saying that they're going to be the future of this world. They're going to invent shit. So, of course, people took this audio and just, they really did prove him wrong. Okay, some of these were straight up dangerous. Like, why the hell would you do this? And some of them were just stupid as hell, like just straight gimmicks. Just think of any stupid thing you and your friends would do in class, basically. That's it. I don't see a problem with it as long as Chromebooks aren't getting destroyed and annihilated and the school isn't up in flames. But that was really majority of the trend. So yeah, we gotta give it an F tier. F tier for the F students. That shit was really some low GPA activities. Jet 2 Holiday. Now this shit haunted me over the summer. Like I could not scroll without hearing that shit. If it wasn't for the actual videos behind the audio, it would not.
I've used that a few times. Y'all know I've used that. As soon as I figure out, because I heard that when, I don't know who was the first time I heard that. It was so cleverly done, and I used it a few times, and I will use it a few more times in the future, I guarantee you, because I still enjoy that F2 and all that. Because it was a David. No, was it David? Was it it was Final Destination. Was it one of Jay from EOM? I think it was it? I can't remember. It was one of our reactor spotlights first time. It was David. David used that in one of his videos. And I remember hearing that on IG. And I was like, oh my God, because I was like, where does that clip come from? And I spent 4 hours after that trying to find that soundbite. Maybe about 3 hours. About 3. It was ridiculous amount of time. I smoked a little bit. And I was like looking for the audio. And finally I found it. And, but yeah, Jet 2 Holiday.
Not have blown up at all. The videos are what made this audio, so I can't really rank it that high. This trend was literally just a Jet 2 Holiday advert. Like, how the hell am I supposed to rank it high? I'll give it like a D tier. It just happened to be a trending audio. Getting an EFOC fade at the Adrian's barber shop that cost it $0.25 as Adrian the barber is explaining the friend group.
What?
I don't know. What did I just write down, bro? What did I cook up? Okay, this isn't really a trend, so I'm gonna move on. Tough images. Okay, you can really tell I'm running.
I like this guy's sense of humor.
Tough images are essentially just lightning CapCut edits or images, and it just makes something 100 times more tough. So take this for example, an image of me, the duck. Now look at this image. Isn't that so tough? Like, I'm quivering in fear if I see this image in a comment section. Timmy Tough Knuckles comments this and says, slow your roll. You best believe I'm slowing it down. I don't want beef with Timmy Tough Knuckles. S tier, it's just too tough. You can see the pain in his dick. I don't even know. I don't know how this spawned in. I just saw it one day with a video from X. He was saying, what's a father? And I just saw the caption, you can see the pain in his dick. This shit is a fossil with how fast the internet is moving. But the whole dick meme is still around, even like today. Like, I still see people use it all the time. I feel like it's just gonna become an abbreviation on the internet for dick. So we'll give it an A tier. You know what? I feel like that could be useful to me because I won't get demonetized as much. But next we have emojis. The rose emoji, the positive battery emojis, and all the emojis. I've talked too much about emojis. But watch this video right here if you want to learn about the emojis in 2025. Go watch it now, run.
Was that it? Yeah, that was it.
And with the clear need that we have to connect Gen AI.
Pause. Go F your mother. Okay.
Customers, we basically need to put more optical capacity inside the routes that we have.
Is this video over with? Okay, this is over with. Okay. That was abrupt. That was abrupt. So, was there any trends that you guys remember? I'm sorry. I'm gonna harp about that blue shirt one for a second. I call that bullshit. But let me give this video a thumbs up. What is going on with it? This computer's not that old. You shouldn't be taking that much time to hit a thumbs up. Labubu's Matcha. Jet 2 Holiday, I knew about that one. But something like 6, 7, I just recently heard that one. That's so stupid. Some of those are so stupid. Some of these trends are so stupid. Like, because, you know, if there's not a lot to go out there. I'm surprised. No, I guess Stanley was the year before. I guess this is more viral trends. I suppose this is more viral trends, not like. Well, no, Labubu's is merchandise trends. So I guess Stanley Cups were the year before then. These years go. They start running together for me. These trends start running together for me. What season is this? What trend is this season? Trends. But yeah, I guess I'm very trendy. I did some of these trends. I knew some of these trends. My goodness, I'm so trendy. I'm a zoomer, you guys. Look at me. I'm a zoomer. Let me know in the comments what trends you remember. If you don't remember any of these, or you just are not one of those people like I hop on these trends, or you just kind of heard about these trends in passing. Like mostly, that's how I learned about most of these trends. It's not like I jump on these trends. I hear about these trends. Like I'm always on YouTube. I'm always on social media because that's my work is social media. So like I'm always see something on either Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok. Less than TikTok. TikTok is so annoying. I've been recently more on IG and X. X is very kind of it's a landmine. It's like a land. It's like a vast land mine field. It lulls you. X does this. This is my interpretation of X. I go and I want to scroll on X. So it lulls me in with cute little goat, kitty, puppy videos. I get a couple of those. It's so cute, I got that one with the little girl in the background dancing that really awesome techno song. The mother's like recording and stuff like that. And that was really cute. And then it gets to the death and murders and political stuff and the trans issues and all that stuff. And it just I witnessed 2 murders. I swear to God, on X, because I was scrolling and I saw a murder and then a death at a job. I was like, this guy had his head crushed at his job by a truck. Like I witnessed this and I would never unsee this again. Type of thing. I don't deal with that too much on IG. I don't get that level of trauma on IG. So I limit if a lot of you know, I have quite a few of you, I follow me and I follow you on X. If you notice, I haven't really been posting a lot like on just regular topics and stuff, is because I'm trying to stay away from X a little bit because it's traumatizing to me a little bit, because what I just said is like I witnessed some things. I'm just like, oh my God, I didn't consent to that. Now when they want to give me like hot shirtless men, which I get quite a few of those, I like looking at those. Why don't you give me more of those, X, instead of witness deaths and murders and shootings and shit. IG is a little bit more like fun videos. IG, I really am enjoying IG. Scrolling through IG, man, like I'm really enjoying IG. Like I've been finding some cute little clips. You guys have been sending me some cute little. It's all from IG. So yeah, shout out to IG for coming out with some good stuff, because X is like, ooh, girl. Anyway, let me know what you in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe. It helps with the video and to be pushed out, because these videos don't perform as well. So if you please like and share even, or tell your cousins and your baby mamas and baby daddies about this video. And if your baby daddy's really hot, let me know. And I'm single, so let me know. So take care of yourself. Take care of your